So Casual Pro Wrestling. Game came out last December. I'm a big fan of it, but it is very early in development. If you've noticed, when you create a wrestler, it has tons of options, but it's missing one key feature, and that's custom moveset. Well, the creator, which is one person, is about to change that. Let's go over to Steam, let's check out this latest update from the developer, and find out what he has planned. Alright, so over here on the Steam page, and he has a new post, a new update for the game, if you will. Let's just go through this. It says, it's been a while since the last update here. I believe I've stated numerous times that I am a solo dev and work on this project next to a job and having a little family in that regard. Don't ever worry if there's a month of silence. Casual Pro Wrestling was released last Christmas and its reception really exceeded my expectations. It's a small game and the community is definitely still small, but that's fine, because the small amount of content doesn't justify advertising it as a huge game that's on par with the many other wrestling games we all know and love. I really want to thank everyone so much for supporting this game. One type of content that has been lacking in particular, moves. Currently all wrestlers share the same moves, and because there simply aren't any more in the game, there is no move selection in Create a Wrestler. Well, I'm happy to announce that this is finally about to change. As announced in January, the first major update to CPW will feature new moves, and the first batch will come by the end of July. From that statement, you may be able to extract that there will be more batches, and yes, there will be. I'm splitting the updates into at least 3 parts. And this update is called We Got the Moves Part 1. The first part will release on July 28th, 2024. It will kick off the major update by adding a total of 16 new front and back grapple moves, as well as a bunch of others. I will be sure to show some of these off till then. The update also adds springboard moves off the top rope. You can trigger these while running towards the ropes. Sweet. Your wrestler will jump on top of the rope and perform any of their flying maneuvers to either the outside or the inside, depending on whom you are focusing. Finally, it introduces a move selection to create a wrestler mode. Even though the selection will still be small compared to other games, this will allow you to do first adjustments to your wrestler's fighting style. So this is awesome. The fact that he's finally getting moves in here, it's only been, let's see, January, it's been about half a year, but again, it's one person, and animating and doing game stuff is very difficult. So yeah, I'm shocked. Anyway, We Got the Moves Part 2. The second part will release by the end of summer. It will focus on enhancing pinfalls and submissions, because the lack of control over what's going on, especially to the victims of a pinfall, has not been very great. With this, a batch of new submission maneuvers will be added, as well as some new ways to enter a pinfall, such as good old schoolboy. I also promised that the community would be able to vote for some moves to be added. In my book, it makes sense to put this after some new moves have already been added. So expect a voting process that will launch in late summer. The next update will be We Got the Moves Part 3. The third part will release in autumn. It will focus on wrestling, and that's when the lockup/weak grapple will hopefully begin to make more sense. I'm talking headlocks, hammerlocks, wrist locks, takeovers, and transitions between these, and more serious predicaments such as grapples, pinfalls, and submissions. Additionally, whenever moves get voted for move vote stated above will be included in this update. And then the next update after that will be We Got the Moves Part Infinity and Beyond, in quotation. Beyond and between all of that, moving forward, the future major updates, and even after a full release, smaller batches of new moves will be added more regularly for a long time. Basically what he's saying, he's going to keep adding moves is, forever. So it's not like it's just he's going to add these moves and that's it. No, he's going to continuously add moves. But to begin with, this is the planned breakdown of what he's trying to do. Let's see. More regularly, long time. Animating these with modularity and ragdolling in mind is a somewhat slow process. So yeah, he has to create each move to react within the confines of the game he's making. So in other words, the ragdoll physics. So when you do a suplex and it hits something within the area or hits another person, the bodies have to react to that the way he's designing the game. So it takes a little longer to get the moves done than a typical wrestling game that has like a set animation that can't be interrupted until the sequence ends. So yeah, if you've played a lot of wrestling games, you know what I'm talking about. So it's a slow process, something where CPW will constantly grow is in the moveset. The result of the move votes will definitely help me decide the order. So when he does these things for voting, the voting polls, the ones we vote for will be the ones he works on first. So yeah, that's really cool. What comes after that? We will be talking about that when the time comes. Ultra Pro Wrestling, he's shouting out Ultra Pro, is on the radar, and given that they have a team and a budget, everyone, including myself, is expecting something big. While everyone's playing with that, I will be cooking new stuff for casual pro wrestling to make it the insane and fun ragdoll wrestling experience that it is bound to be. In the meantime, take your chance to grab CPW at a discount during Steam's summer sale. Spread the word, join the Discord server, and keep wrestling. So this is really cool. Shoutouts to the one developer. I can't believe... I mean, it's super fun. I mean, all the stuff he's being transparent about, like not having moves, and he's working on it. He's doing more with his game, one person, than AEW was willing to do with Fight Forever. Now, I don't want to take pot shots at AEW Fight Forever, but he's focusing on the things that need the game, that the game needs. Where AEW was just focusing on stuff to get money. Like, I understand the game needs to make money at AEW, but why don't you add the stuff that people want first and then do that later? I mean, the AEW would be in a so much better state if they just worked on the creation suite, fixed the pin system, which he is doing. He said he's fixing the pinning and submission system right off the bat. Why couldn't AEW do this? If a lone developer could do it, why can't AEW do it with a huge staff and funding? I don't understand. Anyway, so I'm super stoked about this. We need more wrestling games. This one's really fun. I enjoyed it. And like he said, it's on sale. Let me go double check the store page here because I forget the exact amount. It's on sale for $11.99 until July 11th. So if you're curious about this game... Background music, oops. So if you're curious about this game, check it out. I mean, I have a feeling that this is going to be one of the most. I think it's going to be like Wrestling Empire in the end, where it's got a great alternative wrestling game, something that nobody else is doing, and something you could always go back to and find something new and fun to play. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching. Are you going to pick this up? Sound off in the comments down below, and stay frosty.